Imagine this situation. You prepare for a special moment, take sildenafil, and expect immediate results. A few minutes pass and nothing. Frustration builds up, doubts creep in, and you start wondering if the medication even works for you. Or worse, you experience a headache, dizziness, or discomfort, and everything falls apart before it even begins. If this has ever happened to you or you fear it might, stay here because today I'll reveal how to take sildenafil correctly so it works optimally and without side effects. And the best part? I'll share what most people overlook, something that can make the difference between a successful experience and a total failure. Before getting into details, let me tell you something important. Sildenafil is not a magic pill. Many people believe that taking it will automatically make them feel sexual desire and be ready for action. But that's not how it works. Sildenafil only enhances the sexual response when desire is already present. It does not create it. So if you take it and then sit down to watch TV or go grocery shopping, absolutely nothing will happen. One of the most common mistakes is not giving the medication enough time to work. Sildenafil is not instant. Once you take it, it takes about 30 minutes to start working, but to reach its full potency, you need to wait a full hour. This means that if you take it and expect results in 5 or 10 minutes, it simply won't work. There's another crucial factor that very few people consider, and it can make sildenafil's effect much slower or even prevent it from working properly. This has to do with what you eat before taking it. If you take sildenafil right after a heavy, greasy meal, its absorption slows down, and it could take up to 2 hours for you to notice any effect. This can be frustrating and make you think the medication doesn't work. The ideal approach is to take it on an empty stomach, or if you've already eaten, make sure it was something light and low in fat. This will allow the medication to work within its normal time frame without unnecessary delays. Another aspect that raises many questions is the correct dosage of sildenafil. Generally, there are 3 options: 25 milligrams, 50 milligrams, and 100 milligrams. Many people start with 50 milligrams since it is the standard recommended dose, but in many cases, doctors prefer to begin directly with 100 milligrams to ensure the best results from the very first use. If you've taken 50 milligrams and feel that it's not working well for you, consult your doctor, as in many cases, simply adjusting to 100 milligrams can make a big difference. On the other hand, the 25 milligrams dose is usually too low and is only recommended in very specific cases, such as when a person is taking certain medications that enhance sildenafil's effects. Now, what about side effects? Although sildenafil is a safe medication, some people may experience discomfort such as headaches, facial flushing, nasal congestion, or stomach acidity. But don't worry, there are ways to minimize these effects so they don't interfere with your experience. If you experience a headache, you can take a common pain reliever. If you have acidity or stomach discomfort, a gastric protector can help. However, if you experience very intense or persistent side effects, it is best to stop using it and consult a doctor. One crucial point that many people overlook is that alcohol and sildenafil are not a good combination. While small amounts may not cause serious issues, excessive alcohol consumption reduces sildenafil's effectiveness and increases the risk of side effects. So if you want the best results, it's ideal to avoid alcohol or keep it to a minimum. And finally, something many people underestimate is the psychological factor. If you feel a lot of anxiety, have negative thoughts, or fear failure during sexual activity, sildenafil won't be able to do its job properly. Remember, this medication helps physically, but it cannot overcome mental blocks on its own. If you've ever felt anxious in these moments, a good tip is to focus on the situation in a relaxed way, without putting too much pressure on yourself, and remember that sildenafil is there to help you, not to do all the work for you. By following these tips, you'll ensure that sildenafil works as effectively as possible and without complications. So tell me in the comments, have you ever made any of these mistakes? If this video helped you, give it a like and subscribe, because on this channel, we keep breaking taboos and talking about health without filters. See you in the next video.